Sitting. You probably heard it a million times that sitting is bad for you
Sitting is the new smoking, yada yada yada.
because we're all quite aware of the many health benefits of physical activity. It's pretty clear that the solution to counteract some of the negative effects of sedentary behavior is to move more often and become more physically active.
But an important question to ask is, why are we sitting so much?
It's not because we're lazy. Think about where people spend a lot of time sitting.
For a lot of people, this is at work.
Over the last 50 or so years, many countries in Western society underwent a process called deindustrialization. With advances in technology and companies outsourcing their production facilities to less developed countries,
These economies move away from manufactured emphasis to one that prioritizes service provision and consumption.
Factory jobs and other positions that were highly physical, labor intensive have been declining.
And increasingly more people were working in office jobs where little physical activity was required to perform their job responsibilities.
If you have to work to make a living and people have to sit in order to work, more people are going to sit more. The responsibility to cut sitting so far has been largely placed on workers to become more active in their spare time.
but if workplaces require people to be sedentary and increased sedentary behavior presents a risk to health, perhaps employers should be providing something to negate these potential negative health effects.
If you want to go deeper, perhaps we should consider getting rid of the 40-hour work week altogether.
A 2016 survey of 2,000 UK office workers found that an average office worker only spends about 2 hours and 53 minutes of their time doing the activities that they were hired to do.
Before you start thinking, all these people are just so lazy,
Perhaps we should think about whether the 8-hour workday is still an effective framework for organizing labor. Maybe these employees are productive for less than half of their time,
but clearly they're still doing enough to keep their job. Maybe working more hours doesn't necessarily amount to increased productivity.
Let's imagine a scenario in which the employee could have a shorter workday, get paid the same as they would for an 8-hour day because their workload hasn't changed,
And thus have extra hours of their day to go to the gym, take a yoga class, make a healthy meal at home, or spend time with their family or friends. Shortening the workday, not just for office workers, but for everyone, could go a long way in eliminating burnout, job dissatisfaction,
while increasing physical activity, leisure time, and quality of life among working class people. Might be something you want to talk to your coworkers about.